this job, there's still plenty on the dole, you know.
Yeah, well, you want to tell Kathy that. I guess bottom line is she doesn't trust me, innit, Kim?
Well, you've only got yourself to blame. She was still bang out of order, especially now. The family's got enough to cope with Lindy.
Hey, up.
Hiya. Just go see Frank.
Good luck, Dad.
Yeah, and from me.
It's another thing. If I give up this job, Kim would see to it that my dad didn't get that tenancy. Get Bracky's out.
Hiya.
Morning.
Hi, Ned. Come in. How's Linda?
Oh, she's coming home tomorrow.
Good. That'll be a weight off your mind, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right, Ned, let's get down to business. Holgate Farm. Sit down. The old boy was a bit past it towards the end. It's going to be a lot of hard work to bring it up to scratch.
Hey, I'm not scared of hard graft.
No, I'm sure you're not. Like son, like father. We've been delighted with everything young Dave's done up here, haven't we?
I don't know what we'd have done without him.
Holgate provided produce for the holiday farm shop. There's a packaging arrangement. We want the farm logo to be on everything. You will continue that.
Whatever you want.
Of course, you maybe wanted to consider diversifications up there.
Well, I haven't planned out as yet, you know.
Good, because I want to be consulted. Now, the Dingles. I've given them 2 weeks' notice. You'll not be bothered with them.
Well, there's a rumour flying around the village, you know.
Ned, let's get one thing straight. I make the decisions around here.
Right.
Home Farm Estate's the biggest employer around these parts. It's about time people started to appreciate that.
We're a team, and we expect members of that team to spread the word when it's needed.
I understand, Mrs. Tate.
Good. Let's shake on it, then. Ned's a good, solid bloke, isn't he? I think the farm's in good hands.
Yeah. I doubt you'll be quite so pleased about this. Invitation to Joseph's christening.
Well, I hope they've given us plenty of notice. There's the catering to organise. Everything's got to be just right for little Josie.
It's not going to be here, Frank.
What?
They're holding it at Mill Cottage.
Well, I'm going to have to put them straight on that one. It's not near big enough.
You haven't heard the best bit yet. Kathy Bates is godmother.
I don't believe this.
Yeah, it's the baby I feel sorry for. Having her as a role model could traumatise him for life.
What does Chris think he's playing at?
I doubt he had much to do with it. I reckon this is Rachel thumbing her nose at us.
I'm going to have a word with him. It's about time he learned how to keep that one in her place. Time you put your foot down, son.
Well, that's an unfortunate choice of phrase.
You know what I mean.
The idea of Kathy being godmother is completely ridiculous.
Look, it's Rachel's choice.
Don't you have any control over her?
Well, frankly, no, I don't. Rachel does what she thinks is right. I may not always agree with it and like it, but I admire her for it.
Well, maybe it's time you thought where your loyalties ought to be.
It's just a christening, Kim, not World War III. I suppose I better tell you. Rachel's also involved with this public meeting tonight about Holgate Farm.
You're not going to defend her on that.
Like I said, she does what she thinks is right.
But you're still a shareholder in Home Farm Estates. And I'm entitled to expect some backing on this one, Chris.
Of course.
I'm going to go to that meeting too. It's about time someone told the village the real facts.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, Dad.
Oh, you're going to do more than that, son. You've earned a lot of money out of this company over the years. Now's your chance to earn it. You're going to go to that meeting too, and you're going to be backing me all the way.
Oh, Mr. Tate, anything for the Hot and Courier?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. Home Farm Estates have brought prosperity and employment to Emmerdale, and our continued policy of expansion can only do good for the area. If the actions of a few irresponsible people caused a rethink of those plans, the effect could be disastrous for the local economy and would certainly include a rise in unemployment. There's a copy there, love, if you haven't got it all down. And I want it printed in full, please. Thank you. Thanks for showing up, lads. I know I can count on your support.
It's a shame some people don't know where their loyalties should be.
We better not sit together. Don't want to remind your dad that you're sleeping with the enemy.
Bad news. Jack sacked me because of tenancy.
You're joking.
If it don't work out, Dingles aren't going to be the only ones that's homeless.
No, Zach.
So you better keep it real sweet with Frank and Kim.
This is our meeting, not his.
Yeah, we need somebody to talk with a bit of authority. Go on, Mr. Pollard. You can say the right thing.
Here.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the village hall.
Good evening.
This meeting has been called because the Holgate Farm dispute has highlighted concern for rural housing.
Hang on a minute.
There are many people who are worried that families who've had roots around here for generations are being squeezed out in the interests of holidaymakers.
Rubbish.
Holidaymakers, I might add, who have little or indeed no respect for our beautiful countryside.
What are you talking about? I'm just trying to get my hands on what is right.
I will have an orderly meeting. Everybody will get their chance to speak. After all, that is what democracy is all about, is it not?
I don't know much about public speaking. I'm just an ordinary bloke, me, like the rest of you. But Mr. Tate says that he's making money for the village. And that's why he's putting us on the streets.
Rubbish! I'm putting you out because you have no right to be there.
To keep order, I shall have to ask you to leave, Frank.
Thank you, Mr. Pollard. Well, it seems to me that he's making money for the Tates, as I've not seen much of it get to the rest of us. Now, you may not like us. You may not care if we go or if we stay. But think on this. It could be any one of you next time if your family get in the way of the Tates. So I think it's about time we all stood together on this and said, no! No!
Now, I've had my rows with the Dingles. I think you all know about that. And I don't suppose we'll ever see eye to eye, but the Dingles belong here. They were born and bred here, and that's a lot more important.
I've had enough.
Anything.
Sit down, Frank. I will
said I
have
could
this
speak.
meeting only when you're called.
I just called myself.
This is totally out of order.
Shut up. There's been enough lies told here tonight. It's about time you listen to the facts. The Dingles aren't some harmless bunch of yokels. They're a pack of thieves with a string of criminal convictions as long as your arm.
You can't say that, can you, Mr. Pollard?
I will ask you to temper your language.
They've had their say, now I'm having mine. There are laws in this country to deal with people like them.
He doesn't care for us and we don't care for him.
I'm happy to put my faith in the law of the land, because that's what you're taking on, and you have to face the consequences.
So let him tarry, let him sink, or let him swim. He doesn't care for us and we don't care for him. He's the boss and we're the workers, and once his day is done, once his day is coming like the rising of the sun.
Ladies and gentlemen, and if you enjoyed tonight, you're going to love tomorrow night at the Woolpack. We're having a special Save the Dingles fundraiser.
Wallet, credit cards, phone, keys, and an appointment with a solicitor. The only thing I'm lacking at the moment is popularity.
You're very popular with me.
That's all that matters. See you later.
Bye.
Oh, hello, Frank. Thanks ever so much for the invitation.
Good.
We feel really privileged.
See you there. Hope you enjoy the occasion.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Bye.
Hi. I was told Dave Glover was here.
Just missed him, Frank. You could try Kathy's tea shop.
Be nice to catch him working.
I know what you mean, Frank. Workers today, eh?
Why didn't you just tug your forelock and have done with it?
Hiya. It's just passing. Thought I'd see how you were.
That's up to you, really, isn't it?
Kathy, you're asking an awful lot of me packing in a good job.
I deserve a lot from you after you letting me down so badly.
Surely I've apologised enough. I've explained exactly what's happened.
Well, you know exactly what else you have to do.
I love you. Surely that's all that matters. Kim knows that. She can't blackmail me now.
Well, I can't be sure of that till you're well away from her. And the only way I can be sure is for you to finish working at Home Farm.
Early lunch break, Dave?
Yeah, it is now.
I hope you're not swinging the lead because you're sleeping with the mistress of the house.
On a legitimate break. Just having to think, that's all.
Fiancé trouble?
Job trouble. Thinking it might be time for a change.
You're not thinking of packing this job in, are you?
It's the only way I can prove to Cathy how much I feel for her. I'll have to.
Ah, ultimatum time from her, is it?
Something like that.
Yeah, well, it's not just Cathy that can play that game. It'd be a pity to see you and your family reduced to living in a caravan again. Because that's what it'd come to, if you've no farm to move into.
You won't do that.
If she can be ruthless enough to force you out of your job, then I can threaten you with withdrawing the offer on the farm tenancy.
It's my mum and dad's business. It's got nothing to do with what's gone on between us.
It's whatever I choose it to be.
And what's Frank going to say about it?
I'd just convince him that it was his decision. Think what's good for your parents. They've been under a lot of strain recently with Linda. Don't cause them any further problems by thinking of resigning from your job here.
You really are an evil woman, Kim.
Particularly in black lingerie, hey, David? Now remember, and think carefully about your future. Don't cross me.
Hey, Mum. What's up?
Good news, love.
I could do with a barn full of that. Is that all, Linda?
Yep, she's coming home. Do you want to come with us to pick her up?
I can't, Mum. Frank Tate's caught me skiving once today. He's showing his tough side with all this eviction business.
Oh, I know. It's just that I'm so delighted about Linda. I just want to share it with everyone.
Well, Dad'll be going along with you, won't he?
Oh, yeah. Look, I can't find our Roy, as ever, but when he does turn up, can you make sure he's there when we bring our Linda home? I want us all to be together.
Sure, Mum.
Right, well, I best get off before Frank or Kim catch me distracting you. It's great, though, isn't it, today? Linda coming home, and us with a new found to look forward to. Things are looking up, Dave.
Yep. See you, Mum.
Bye, love. Hello, Dave.
Hey, John, sorry I can't stop. I'll see you later. Just got to check in on a timesheet. You all right, boss?
No. And don't associate me with any bosses.
Ooh. Kim been sexually harassing you again, then, has she?
Shut up, Biff. This is serious.
What's up?
I told her that I might be packing my job in, and she's threatening to stop us getting farm tenancy if I do it.
And Cathy's still insisting you should pack it in?
Yep. I don't know what to do, Biff.
Well, one way or t'other, you're going to come unstuck, aren't you?
Oh, thanks very much.
Well, what do you want me to say? I told you so. You should have never got involved with Kim in the first place.
I want you to try and help me out with this mess.
Tell her you'll tell Frank all about her if she messes with the tenancy.
Oh, why? What good's that gonna do? Frank will definitely stop us getting farm if he finds out about me and Kim.
Well, I don't know what to say, mate. It's all right.
And I don't want to cause me mum and dad any worry at the moment. I mean, Linda's coming home tonight. And it'll ruin them if they find out they won't get a new farm to move into.
She's definitely coming home, is she?
Aye, my mum just said. She also pointed out what a great future we've got to look forward to.
Oh, good. Be nice to see Linda home again.
As that was going to pass out with shot, you see, the kid said, "What's up, Mum? You look ashen." I said, "It's Frank Tate, our millionaire landlord. He wants to evict us from our home of 3 generations."
How can they broadcast things like this?
It's called democracy.
Democracy? It's diabolical. We advertise our holiday village on this station, don't we?
Yes.
Well, not anymore. And I'm going to ring them and tell them.
You're missing what she's saying.
I just broke down and I cried.
Oh, this is scandalous. This isn't news reporting, it's a party political broadcast on behalf of the Dingle Party.
Don't you think you might just be taking a sledgehammer to crack a nut?
No, I'm going about things within the law and within my own responsibilities to my company. Our property is our income, and that land that they're squatting on is now ripe for development. It's as simple as that. I can't be seen to let them get away with it.
Take it easy, Frank. It's all emotional from their point of view. The law doesn't deal in emotions. It deals in facts and rights, and they're all on our side.
Yeah, maybe so, but there's a lot of local sympathy for them. Don't underestimate that.
Turn that prat off. Hello, my name is Frank Tate, and I want to speak to the station manager. Or whoever else is in charge. What about country is it that allows a family like the Dingles airtime to put their case forward and won't allow a respectable businessman the right to reply?
Well, they might have if you hadn't got stuck into abusing the radio station as soon as you got through to the duty manager.
It was understandable.
But bad tactics. At the moment, the Dingles are one up on us. Perhaps we should be having a fundraising night down at the Woolpack.
I think it's a disgrace. They wouldn't allow it if Alan Turner was around. Let me know what goes on there tonight, Chris.
Well, they're hardly likely to let me know their battle plans, are they?
I want to know who's there and what they're going to do to support them. They're going to start using dirty tactics like that broadcast. I'll take them on at their own game.
Then give Frank your notice. Show Kim you've finished with her. If you don't, she'll never leave you alone.
I know.
She won't stop your mum and dad taking over the farm.
She will. She means what she says.
But it's our future that's important to me.
And to me? But you're asking me to turn me back on my own parents.
If you don't, Dave, there is no point in us carrying on.
Right. I'll see you at christening. I've got to worry.
Where are you going?
Home farm. I've just about got time to get there before Frank leaves for church.
What, you going to tell him?
Yeah. I'm going to hand him my notice. Just don't you realise what you're asking?
An unexpected pleasure.
Frank, I need to talk to you.
You certainly choose your moments.
It's important.
Isn't it always?
I've got something that needs to be said.
As a matter of fact, Dave, so have I. One or two things about the running of this place for a start. There's staff hanging
about... into the office?
Dave, it doesn't matter where we go. The problem is the same. I will not pay people to sit around. Now listen, lad. Forget sentiment. If we're overstaffed, then someone's going to have to go.
Well, there's no need to do that.
This can wait till tomorrow. Christening's in half an hour.
What now? I've got to speak to Dave. It's urgent.
Is something wrong?
No, a message from Jan, that's all. I was wrong. There's no need for you to say anything to Frank.
Yes, there is. I should have done it weeks ago. It's not fair on you.
Don't resign. All I wanted was to know that you were prepared to.
I don't love Kim.
I know that now. And you're right. Your family needs the farm. They deserve it.
What if she tells Frank?
She can do as she likes. She can't break us up. That's all I care about.
Do you mean that?
Look at that. Brings back memories. There's nothing like it. We should do a bit ourselves. You still fancy me, don't you? What the hell do you think you're doing? This is my grandson's christening.
Come on, Frank, let's get inside.
What, and leave these idiots to wreck the service?
The vicar won't allow that.
We respect the house of God.
You don't know the meaning of the word. You're desecrating church property.
And if it's one thing you know about, it's property, isn't it?
Frank.
Yes, Pollard, I do know about property. I know what's mine and what's someone else's.
Only when there's money to be made.
Right, that's
Frank! Are you going to fight, or are you going to christen your grandchild? Come on.
Local homes for local people. Local homes for local people. Local homes for...
How's the catering empire?
Fine, thanks.
It's early days yet.
Yes.
Right, Kim, ready when you are. The others are going down to the Woolpack. Do you want to join them?
Oh, I'd rather go home.
So would I. Woolpack's where the Dingles drink. I think I've seen enough of them for one day.
I thought we'd left that subject behind.
You may have done, son, but I haven't.
Frank, let's go.
See you tomorrow.
Just like old times. You and Frank having a go at each other. Well, not quite like old times. No, I'm glad you and Rachel are happy here.
Well, I'm glad we can at least be friends.
And we'll all be celebrating again soon when you and David get wed.
Morning, David. Sleep well?
Fine, thanks.
Dream of anybody in particular?
I don't dream. I'm too knackered.
Oh, I bet you do. All those repressed thoughts, all that front you had to put on at the christening, pretending all's well with the fiancé, while all the time you were thinking of the good times in bed with me.
Kim, please don't talk like that.
Just a matter of time before you crack, David. We're good for each other, as you well know.
Dave. Things are getting a bit sloppy around here. I'm sick of seeing people hanging around with nothing to do.
Well, I seem to have my hands full most of the time.
It seems to me we've got too many staff with time on their hands. Perhaps we should have laid a few more off at the end of the holiday season.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Get a grip on it, man. Get a few backsides kicked. I want to see them on the job or out of it, all right?
OK, Frank.
Frank, there's been some vandalism at the golf course. The holes have been filled in.
Oh, damn. That'll be the blasted dingles. They're worse than a boil on the backside. Sort it out, Dave. You better give them a hand, Nick. I've got enough to sort out here.
He's going to have another heart attack. He wants to try and calm down a bit.
Yes. Well, you heard the man. Get on the job.
Very much. It's sorted. Bailiffs move in 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Good. Once the Dingles are out, people will soon start getting things back to normal. Oh, do the bailiffs know there'll be opposition?
Yes, and that's their problem. It's what I'm paying them for.
Can I help you?
Yes. I'll have a pot of tea and a buttered scone, please, Kathy. Oh, congratulations on your performance at the christening. Must have been difficult being the doting godmother. Almost as hard as pretending to be the confident fiancé, what with David being so uncertain about his feelings.
Do you want jam with your scone?
Yes. Might as well have it all. Bill, please. Kathy. That was very pleasant. I think you may have found your niche here, serving cream teas, not having much to think about.
Why are you here? I'll see to it, Dolores. Thank you. I don't want your money, and I don't want you back here. I trust Dave, and I know he doesn't want anything to do with you. In fact, it was me who persuaded him to carry on working at Home Farm.
He had no choice. His family are going to be our tenants, and he's totally dependent on me. Just you remember that.
You may have blackmailed him into your bed, but I know now he's out of your clutches. And I wonder what Frank would say if he knew.
Well, that would be David's family out on their ear now, wouldn't it? Not to mention Frank's heart condition. Could your conscience take it?
We're closed.
Closed?
Closed.
But I only want to pay for this.
But you can't, can you? Because we're closed.
Viv, what the hell are you doing?
Exercising my right to close my shop whenever I want to and to serve.
I see. It's just a personal grudge against me, is it?
Just as you have the right to make people homeless.
They had no right to be there. And I don't have to justify our actions to evict them. Now I want to buy this magazine, Viv. Don't be ridiculous.
Kim's right, love. You made your point, now just take the money.
Shut up, Vic. You have to learn to take it as well as dish it out, Kim. And as long as you're playing the heavy landlord and evicting people, you are not welcome in the shop. Do I make myself clear?
I'll take it.
I've changed my mind.
I think you might have gone a bit too far there, Viv, taking the Dingle side against the Tates.
And I'm going even further. The Tates have got no right to do what they're doing, so I'm going to be on the barricades tonight to show them where I stand. You can look after the kids.
Sit down. Can I get you a drink?
Oh, just a small one, please, just to be sociable. Now, I've come to see if we can't sort out this little local difficulty.
Your visit is what I think it might be, Alan. You're wasting your time.
Now, since when has a visit between two friends been a waste of time?
When one friend tries to persuade the other not to evict scum like the Dingles.
Well, I have to admit something to that intention.
Then leave before we fall out.
It's not as if I'm on their side. And just let me speak as an impartial observer.
I'm rather disappointed you are impartial, Alan. I'd have thought you would have been on my side.
Look, this business is causing an awful lot of friction. It's dividing the village. It's making you very unpopular, Frank.
If I was worried about my unpopularity, Alan, I wouldn't be where I am today. A reasonably successful businessman who's had to make a lot of tough decisions. I'm trying to develop one of my farmhouses into a holiday let. The fact that they're squatting there is entirely their problem. They have to go.
I mean, surely, Frank, there must be some compromise we could come to restore peace to the village.
I am in the right. It's as simple as that.
Then an awful lot of people are supporting an awful family. Why, Frank?
All sorts of reasons.
Could it be that they're just sticking up for natural justice and that this time you've got it wrong? Think about it.
I am not in the wrong, and I will not back down. I'm going to win this battle, Alan, and I don't give a damn what anyone else thinks.
Now you're being petulant as well as intransigent.
You won't believe this. Viv Windsor wouldn't serve me in the shop. I'm barred.
That's it. I'll buy that shop and have them both thrown out.
Any second thoughts about tomorrow?
None whatsoever. I've never been so sure of anything in my life.
We'll show them. Frank?
Hang on, I'm coming. Got plenty of time. Bailiffs aren't due until 10.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
Of course I'm not.
Good. Because if you show signs of weakness now, they'll walk all over you. And not just the Dingles either. The whole county's watching.
Kim, I am well aware how important this is. That's why I'm doing it.
Good.
And I don't need any criticism from you. I'm getting plenty from everybody else. Or perhaps you haven't noticed.
I'm on your side, Frank.
I'll try to remember that. How's it going?
Mum and Dad better not find out where we're going.
You're not trying to get out of coming, are you?
Of course I'm not.
You better not be. You're either with us or against us.
I wish you'd stop going on at me. I'm with you, Arta.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Look who it is. Hey, Dave! Hiya.
Oh, no.
What are you doing here? Not missed out, have we?
No, Mandy.
Not seen you since wedding. Smashing do, wasn't it?
Well, it didn't really turn out like we'd expected.
What are you looking at?
Who, me? Nobody.
You better not be, pal. I'm not always this nice.
David, who is this person?
Get her? Is she with you?
It's me boss.
Oh, nice one, Dave. One's that stuck-up type you with at the wedding. Like she swallowed a lemon.
Dave, get rid of her. We're due to go in at 10 o'clock and it's nearly that now.
Going in? Whose side are you on?
Nobody's.
Nobody's? You better be, David, if you want to save your job.
You can't have pick 'em, can you, Dave?
Look, you, one more word and I'll have you arrested. Now go away.
We've done nowt wrong, so get off your high horse. We've come here to see our Tina. Come on, girls, before she starts foaming at the mouth. See you later, Dave.
Who is that?
Mandy Dingle.
A dingle? Oh, great, Dave. Just great. They're not going to get anywhere. You should send your lads in.
I've explained, Mr. Tate. The police are here to prevent any breach of the peace. We don't take sides.
Oh, so that's all right then, is it? What have you got to do to commit a breach of the peace? Murder somebody?
No, sir. I'm sure neither of us would want any violence. I'm bringing in more men to assist the bailiffs. I wouldn't worry. You'll get your eviction.
Good.
And now, if you'll excuse me.
Clear off. Shut it, you. You gonna make me? Yeah, we will. Wait and see. That! That will Don't worry, we'll be back.
See, I told you. Now, if that isn't a breach of the peace, then what is?
I've sent for backup. In the meantime, I'd still like to try for a peaceful solution, and I'd appreciate your cooperation.
OK, fine. Anything's better than standing around doing nothing.
Do you know what you... Dad! Tate's coming!
What's he want?
Maybe he's giving in.
I don't think so, son. He's up to something.
Zach Dingle.
What do you want?
I want to talk to you.
We've done all our talking.
I want to sort it out. Man to man.
Man to man? What do you think?
You'll kill him.
Aye. Hang on, Frank. I'll be right down. Watch me back.
Keep him covered, it might be a trap. Smack him, Dad.
Right, Frank Tate. Just the two of us.
I've come to talk, not to fight.
You what?
I want to give you one last chance to come to your senses. Leave peacefully.
Are you out of your mind? If that's all you've come to say, then you've had a wasted journey.
Do you think it's worth a lot of innocent people getting hurt? Police aren't going to run away from a hose pipe. They're bringing in the heavy mob.
They can bring in who they like. We're not moving.
Well, at least I've tried.
Tried? You've tried nothing. You're a coward. Here we are, me and you. If you're that big a man, you'd settle it here.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure.
Right, Mr. Iron-Marcy, let's see what you can do.
Dad, look out!
Let him have it. Right.
I hope you're satisfied. Now, will you please get on with your job?
Thank you for trying, Mr. Tate. I appreciate it.
Oh, good. It's all right, is it? You don't understand, do you?
What, sir?
This is war!
Look, Frank, they're coming out.
Frank, I want a word with you. Well, I don't want a word with you. You can save your breath, Alan. This is insanity.
Stick to running a pub, Alan. It suits you.
You're tearing this village apart. Now, for God's sake, stop and think.
I have thought.
Dad, stop this.
You've got to be joking.
I'm not joking.
Lost your bottle, Chris?
Look, it is not worth it.
Listen to him, Frank.
Not be moved. Pathetic. Be shouting louder in a minute.
Dad, can't you just stop this?
Get a grip, Chris.
I'll get a grip on you if you don't shut up.
Can't we for once have some kind of united family front?
No, we can't. I've had enough of this. My family's over there. If you attack them, you attack me.
What are you doing?
Going where I should have gone in the first place.
Frank?
Let him go if he wants to.
You're too soft, Frank. You let your own son betray you.
Just let him go.
Hey, look, Zach. It's Chris Tate.
Hey, looks like he's joining us. Come on, let's help him.
Do we have to?
Everybody's welcome, even if they had a pair in the backside.
Hey, he could take my place. Look, he's fell over.
Come on.
Chris.
You all right, pal?
Yeah. Are you all right, Chris?
Yes.
Come on, get his arms.
Right. I've
Got
got
his
his
legs.
legs. Yeah. Okay. This is embarrassing.
You're all right, you're all right. Can you wheel him back?
Okay.
Thanks.
Do you mind if I join you?
Oh, thanks, Chris.
You all right?
Of course I am. Are you?
Yeah. Never been better.
Listen in. Alpha Bravo team. Form line.
Oh, God, look.
Draw buttons.
I think it's about time we sat down, everybody.
Advance.
All right, Mum. What are you doing here? Come round back.
Your dad will go mad. Do your parents know you're here?
No. Great. Well, stick close to me, the pair of you.
Bravo team, form a line. Draw buttons.
Leave us alone. Don't touch us.
Leave them alone. They're only kids.
Tell them to get out of the road then, Mrs. or we'll nick them. Go on, scarf up.
Go on.
Oh, and you're under arrest.
This is a peaceful demonstration!
All right. Leave us alone.
Hey, don't you touch that baby! Oh, look, you coward!
Right, come on. Frank, this is stupid.
Come on.
You must be joking.
This is madness.
Keep out of our business, Alan. I'm warning you, you've interfered enough.
Don't you dare threaten me.
Why don't you just go home, eh? And take him with you.
Shift the bottle!
Come on, girls. Time for our delicate feminine attitudes to be called upon, eh? Come on.
I think you'll be better off standing beyond the gate, thank you, sir.
Of course I'm all right.
Get a leg! Get a leg, right?
Get off me, you cowards! I know where you live. Get off me! Get off!
All right, put it down. Right, in you go. Get in.
Come on, Mandy. Oh, hi, Dave.
Some help here. Right, over there.
Right, now you two, wait there. Right. Get away from my home! Get off! Move it! Get off! You're going through too fast! Oh, get in the house! What about our son? Too late for him!
Get off me! Ah! Don't do that with me arm. I've got weak bones. It doesn't even like I've done anything wrong.
Come and get me, copper!
Yeah, Dad.
Zach,
Yes, love.
we've had our good times, haven't we?
We have that. And they're not over yet. My house! Get off! Get off there!
Hang on, you can't arrest these. He's my son.
Look, if they don't arrest me, I'll do something to make sure that they have to.
I despise you.
Now listen to me, Rachel.
No, Frank, you listen to me. You might be able to destroy these people's lives, but you're not going to destroy mine or Joseph's. I don't want you anywhere near him. I hope you're happy now, because you'll never see your grandson again.
Rachel!
Take no notice, Frank. We've won.
Emmerdale no such shit. You haven't cancelled it, have you?
No, why on earth should I?
We just had some dozy secretary on the phone trying to rearrange it. Insist that we cancelled it. Now she's trying to find out from the MD if he wants the original date.
Yeah, well, let's hope they don't see this. They might not fancy entertaining clients in a war zone.
Oh, great. Why is it that everybody's on the Dingles side? Even my own son's been conned by them.
It's Rachel who conned Christopher, not the Dingles. Can't believe that woman, coming between father and son.
If he's one of those that's been charged, you can't expect me to intervene.
Yeah, well, at least now you've got rid of the Dingles, it's all over.
Cut it out, you doylem!
Trying to get warm.
What the hell's going on?
Morning, Frank. Mrs. Tate. What time's your milkman come?
A joke? We're homeless, pal. Thanks to you, my wife spent last night in a tent, sobbing her heart out.
Aye, it were a beggar trying to sleep in her.
You got family. You might even have friends. Or the council can rehouse you, but you're not staying here.
Move us.
If that's the way you want it.
It's nice to see you with your gob shut for once.
You've already been charged by the police after last night. You surely don't want more.
Inspector
Fancy going back to jail, Sam?
Calling you bully boys, Tate. All they can do is move us off, and then we'll be back.
I'm doing this the legal way, but if you want to play it dirty...
All we want is our house back.
Yeah.
It was his money, weren't it?
Oh, hello.
Pardon?
This is Frank Tate.
The reason you married him, his money. My mum married me dad even though he were poor.
We seem to have some
How
trouble with
touching.
Dingles again.
I bet you wouldn't have married old Frankie if he were poor, would you?
Yeah, if you could send
You really
some.
ought to leave.
Bit past it now, I know. If you ever need a bloke, I've heard fancy bits like you like a bit of rough.
Well, they seem
You
to
heard
have
wrong.
counted our ground.
Believe me.
Don't suppose I can use your toilet.
Correct.
Hard luck on your grass then, isn't it?
After you, Artina.
There's one in the stable block, round the back.
Don't think you can get round us with kindness. We're not moving.
I'll tell them you're coming. That was the police. Satisfied?
You own half the village. And you've got them holiday chalets. All we want is one roof over our heads.
Not my problem. Hey, where are you two going?
Don't. Where have you been?
Putting new locks on at all gates. You know you've got visitors.
Yes, and so do the police.
So, you're going to move them on again, are you? Where do you expect them to go next?
I don't care. Back under the stone from which they came.
They are human, you know. They demand a bit of respect. Still, you're not a great one for respecting other people's feelings, are you?
Don't whine, David. It doesn't suit you. I'm looking for the shoot list.
Well, there should be in those files.
Yeah, I know where it should be. What I'm asking is, where is it?
Well, I thought it was in there. Why?
Some mix-up with the Skipdale Motors booking. Might Seth have it?
Why should he?
Well, I don't know. But then I also don't know why he was helping the Dingles last night. Find the list, find Seth and bring them both to me before lunch, OK?
Right.
It doesn't have to be this way, you know.
So they kept you at the police station all night?
Yeah, this police inspector bloke was convinced we were outside agitators, threatening to do us for all sorts.
Yeah.
In the end, they decided that they frightened us enough and said they wouldn't press charges this time.
Maybe that was Frank's doing. Well, it wouldn't look good for him if you two were up in court.
No, I don't think he cares. He just wants to show that he's king of the midden and stuff the rest of it.
He's never been one to back down, though, Chris. He's always been stubborn.
Yeah, but not vindictive. I just don't think I know him anymore. Maybe I never really did.
I bet it was Kim behind it.
You know, I'd like to agree with you, but it was my father. You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I really hated what he did last night. I really did.
It's lunchtime, David. Got Seth with you?
Oh, you know what he's like when he don't want to be found?
You think he's deliberately hiding?
Couldn't say.
And the shoot list? I take it you've not found that either?
Well, it should be here somewhere.
If you're covering for somebody.
Eh?
Somebody saying they were from this office cancelled the Skipdale Motors shoot.
You're joking.
Telephoned round every single client. So there'd be no shoot this season. The summer's drought has apparently wiped out all our birds.
But we're in better condition than any shoot round here. Well, Seth's done a great job.
Yeah, well, after yesterday's performance at the Dingles, it's lucky for him that he did.
So you're saying someone's sabotaging us? A competitor?
It's an inside job, David. And conveniently, you can't find the shoot list. What do you want?
Note.
Make a habit of coming in here for nout, do you? Or did you think the office was empty?
I'd arranged to meet him for lunch. He didn't realise we were having a meeting.
Yeah. Well, not before you come in next time. There's a good boy.
If it was anybody else, someone in the village might take them in.
But that'd be playing right into your father's hands, letting someone else take responsibility for them.
I can't see what else we can do. I mean, let's face it, he's won.
What we can do is keep the pressure on. I mean, to see his son, his estate workers, the whole village there last night.
Yes, it hurts. But you got your principles, and I've got mine.
Since when did principles and greed go together? Because that's what this is all about.
It's business. And if someone takes advantage, never mind thieving scum like the Dingles.
I do presume you have a reason for being here.
Yes, I want to stop all this nonsense.
Fine. Let the Dingles go home.
I meant I didn't want estate business to come between me and my family.
It already has done.
Look, last night, feelings were running high. On both sides.
OK, Frank. Let me tell you something in the cold light of day. You're not welcome here. I don't want you in my house or near my son ever again.
Chris, tell her this is stupid.
The only person here who's stupid is you. If you think you can just come round here and pretend nothing changed last night, then just leave our house now and don't slam the door.
That's very understanding of you. Thank you. Today of all days, I could do without grovelling to Skipdale Motors, believe me. It better be the best day shooting this estate has ever seen.
Well, I'll tell Seth.
Oh, you know where he is then?
No, not exactly.
No, nor do you know where the shoot list is.
Oh, well, I told Kim that.
I'm telling you. Someone's tried to sabotage this shoot, and what with a golf course as well, it's got to stop now.
Well, I hope you don't think I'm up to do with it.
Well, whether you are or not, one of your friends here certainly did. And I want to know who.
Oh, I'll come back.
I'm finished. You let me down, Dave, and I hope you're prepared for the consequences.
Gives you a lecture on loyalty. When he asked you to grass on your mates.
What about?
Oh, don't ask, Nick. You don't want to know.
Yeah, sign in.
I'm surprised you didn't notice them when you drove up. Don't normally have a tent, a rusting van, and a family of Neanderthals on our front lawn.
When you and Frank were talking today, were you talking about the shoot cancellations?
Yeah. I reckon somebody at home fan's been playing silly beggars. More or less accused me.
He has got the shoot bookings back, hasn't he?
Yeah, for now.
Good. It was me, Dave. I cancelled the shoot.
You what? You Crane, what for? Did you know about this?
What about cancelling the shoot? I told me.
I'm really sorry.
You're sorry? You cancelled biggest shoot of the year. You've got us all in it.
Yeah, all right. Keep your voice down, please.
Hey, up, lads. Hey, you'll be game for Make a Dummy competition, won't you?
What do you reckon? You won't have to stuff him.
You're not going to tell anybody, are you?
Who said it were only Halloween when witches appeared?
I do have one magic trick, the power to make Seth disappear. Just a minute, Seth.
I've got to go.
Your choice. You can talk to me now or pick up your cards in the morning.
Gin and tonic and an orange juice, honey.
Kim, my dear, I do hope you're going to treat the woolpack as neutral territory.
This won't take a minute, Alan. Well, Seth, where the hell have you been all day?
Checking me birds. All that palaver last night were bound to upset them.
Well, you certainly played your part in it. Don't you have any loyalty to us? The number of chances you've had?
He were only doing what he thought were right, as were we all.
OK, let's forget it for now, shall we? Seth, think yourself lucky I'm not in the mood for more trouble. Because Kim's right. This was your last chance.
Well, aren't you going to ask him about the shoot being cancelled?
Not tonight. I'm expecting results on that very soon.